Filmmaking gear can get very expensive, but what do you really need? Well, let's take a look at my essential filmmaking gear, and I'll walk you through what I would buy if I was starting out, taking into consideration the three main things that you need to produce high quality video, and from there raising your game to become a professional and get paid. Okay, let's go. First thing is you're going to need a camera, and of course most of us already have a camera in our phone, and you know what, if it was good enough for Mr. Beast, probably good enough for all of us to start off with, right? The first thing I would suggest anyone to do, whether you've got an iPhone or an Android phone, is download the Blackmagic camera app. It's particularly feature rich and it will help you make better, higher quality images. So with that done, the first thing you should buy and invest in is a microphone. For my money, I would pick up one of these. This is the DJI Mic 2. It has a clip, it has a magnet, it's got internal recording, and it records up to 32-bit float, which for those who don't know is like raw audio. So super high pitched things, super quiet things, you can be adjusted in post. It won't clip, it'll give you the best quality audio. Now this thing comes with a little wind muff, which is lovely if you miss running your hand through your hair, as I do. It's also got a 3.5mm jack, so you can put a little lav mic on it, a bit like the one I'm wearing here, and it works through Bluetooth. It just connects directly to your camera and you're away. That's my very first thing I would buy if you are deciding to work with your phone. Now, if you wanted a complete camera and audio solution, I would suggest investing in the DJI Pocket 3. This creator combo pack is fantastic and has really saved my bacon as a solo creator. It's very versatile, it's very small, comes with a battery handle, the tripod, and obviously it's a gimbal itself, so it's super easy to go in and get all kinds of motion in your shots, from faux jib shots, tracking shots. It's great for vlogging, behind the scenes, and it fits in really nicely with most cameras because it will shoot a flat profile as well as a vivid profile. So generally the color in it looks fantastic. This isn't sponsored, by the way, by DJI. It's just the products that I have bought myself that I'm 100% behind and I use day in, day out. It's absolutely exceptional, and it's way quicker to use than, say, a full-size gimbal. The benefits just keep stacking up, and of course it's pocket size and lightweight. Now, the third element to creating great quality video is, drum roll please, it's a light. Yeah, look, lights, brilliant. This is a tube light and it's got a built-in battery. It's particularly good for just small pieces to camera, in little interviews where you don't need to light a massive space, you just want to pop a little bit of light on your subject. They are absolutely brilliant. In a bigger scenario where you have more lights, they're good for accenting things. As a hair light, you know, if you've got hair, as a backlight, just to ping you out from the background, or as an eye light, just to help those little peepers just really shine. You know, for about between 50 and 100 pounds, you can pick up these tube lights, and you know, for what they are brilliant value for money, and they're lightweight, easy to travel with. All of these things have a huge value when you start to do video full-time as a career. If you're traveling, if you're a solo creator, again, all of these things add up. Now, at this point, you've got the basics. You've got a camera, you've got good audio, you've got light. The next thing that you really need to invest in is some form of platform to put your camera. Now that could be a monopod or it could be a tripod. If you're gonna do a lot of interviews and you're rushing around and you're doing events, like weddings, that kind of thing, then a monopod like the Innerel F60, which I use, it's a carbon fiber tripod with a pan and tilt head, is particularly good. It has feet and you can stand on the feet if you're concerned in any way. I'm a belt and bracelets guy. I stand on the feet. But if you're doing a time lapse, or you've got like a big lens on a camera, that kind of thing, or you need to set the camera up for a very long time, then you're going to want to invest in a tripod. Now myself, I can only recommend the Manfrotto pan and tilt heads because I use a set of carbon fiber legs from an older tripod, but I'll link something else similar so that you can take a look at something in that kind of price range and what I would strongly recommend. So that's it at a basic level. To go beyond this entry-level solution, you're going to need to spend a bit more money. And that money should be spent, in my opinion, on a mirrorless camera. Now, why would you have to spend money on a mirrorless camera? What can you do with this that you can't do with these other cameras? I'll tell you. The first thing is, these have got larger sensors, and with a larger sensor, it's easier to get a shallower depth of field. And that means you can single out a subject, a person, or a thing, and make everything else blurry. If it's something you need to do, if you're filming a high-end wedding and you want to just make your bride and groom look particularly beautiful, if you're trying to create that effect, if you're doing a music video or a narrative film, then a larger sensor camera can be particularly useful. If you're doing corporates, the smaller of the larger sensor cameras, like a Micro Four Thirds, is also particularly good. You can keep most things in focus, but you can also get that shallow depth of field. The benefit of the Micro Four Thirds cameras, quite a lot of the time, is the fact that they're lighter and easier to wield, and that the lenses are lighter. They're often half the weight of larger full frame camera lenses. So the benefits beyond that of mirrorless cameras are that they have often higher resolutions. This camera and the S5 Mark II that I'm being filmed with can film up to 6K resolution, which means that when you come to edit and you downscale and put out a 4K or 1080p video, you can zoom in on the image and crop bits out. You can create tighter frames and essentially have more shot options when you come to edit your footage. The other benefit is, of course, that the I/O on these cameras is slightly better. You can get XLR adapters for the highest quality audio inputs, which means that you can record up to 4 different microphones into the camera at the same time, and that can be particularly useful if you're doing events, that kind of thing. The next thing I would grab on my list is to up the audio game again, and to do this I would purchase something like the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus. This is an awesome shotgun mic, connects into your camera. If you're doing events and things like that, you're whizzing around, there's no time to mic people up, then this is a great option. You could also connect it to the DJI Mic 2, put this on a boom, and get quality audio from a number of different speakers if you're in that kind of environment. If you're doing some kind of event or a community talk or something like that where there's a crowd of people, then that can be a particularly good option. If you found this video useful and you're interested in buying any of the items I've mentioned, then please do use my affiliate links down below, and as a result the channel will benefit and make a few pennies and keep us rolling. So the final piece of equipment that I would recommend you pick up is a larger LED light. Personally, I've got a SmallRig 200D, and that is light, portable, easy to set up. It has a Bowens mount, which means that you can buy modifiers for it, like an egg crate or a softbox or a Chinese lantern, and those types of modifiers help to create different types of light, which will help you offer the most versatile array of lighting solutions for your clients. So that's it: video, audio and lighting. You need those 3 things to create good quality films. Best of luck to you on your filmmaking journeys. I hope this video was useful to you. If so, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.